How to restore muscle strength after 60. The 9 habits that will keep you strong like you're 40 again. The silent crisis no one talks about. Imagine waking up one day and realizing you can't get out of a chair without help. Or worse, you slip on a rug and break your hip because your muscles no longer have the strength to catch you. These aren't just signs of aging. They're preventable tragedies. Meet Martha Jenkins, an 83-year-old grandmother from Colorado who still hikes 10 miles every weekend, plays tennis twice a week, and lifts weights like she's in her 40s. When she walks into a room, people don't see an elderly woman. They see energy, vitality, and strength that defy her age. And Martha isn't alone. Across the world, there are seniors known as super-agers, individuals whose bodies and minds remain remarkably sharp and strong well into their 80s and 90s. They're not superhuman. They didn't win the genetic lottery. What they did was discover something most doctors never talk about: the science-backed habits that keep muscle strong, bones sturdy, and independence intact, even decades past retirement age. In this article, we'll uncover the 7 life-changing habits that these super-agers follow religiously. Habits backed by Harvard, Mayo Clinic, McMaster University, and dozens of groundbreaking studies. But more than that, we'll tell real stories, share powerful insights, and give you actionable steps to start turning back the clock on your own body, starting today. Chapter 1. The Truth About Aging and Muscle Loss. Let's start with a shocking fact. By the time most people reach 80, they've lost up to 50% of their muscle mass compared to when they were young. This devastating condition is called sarcopenia, and it's silently robbing millions of their independence. According to the CDC, over 300,000 seniors are hospitalized each year due to falls directly linked to muscle weakness. But here's the twist. Muscle loss doesn't have to happen. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Physiology revealed that while most 70-year-olds struggle to climb stairs or stand up from a chair without assistance, a small group of seniors maintain the muscle strength, function, and even appearance of people decades younger. These are the super-agers, and they hold the key to what many call the fountain of youth for muscle strength. The 9 habits that defy aging. After years of research and interviews with experts at institutions like the Mayo Clinic, Harvard Medical School, and the Buck Institute for Research on Aging, scientists have identified 7 critical habits that dramatically slow and even reverse age-related muscle loss. Here's the kicker. 93% of seniors are completely unaware of these habits. And the most important one, habit number 1, is something most older adults are doing wrong every single day. Let's dive into each of these 7 habits, complete with scientific evidence, real-life examples, and practical steps you can take starting tomorrow morning. Habit 9. Hormetic stressors. Embrace good stress. You've probably heard the phrase, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Well, when it comes to muscle health, it's literally true. Superagers regularly expose themselves to low doses of stress, what scientists call hormetic stressors, that actually make their bodies more resilient. Think of it like training your muscles not just through lifting weights, but through controlled challenges that activate protective genes and cellular repair systems. Types of hormetic stressors superagers use. Cold exposure. Ending showers with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water or taking short cold plunges activates brown fat, boosts mitochondrial production, and triggers hormones like adiponectin that protect muscle tissue for breakdown. Heat therapy. Regular sauna use 4 to 7 times per week has been shown to reduce muscle loss by 40% over 10 years, according to a Finnish study. Intermittent fasting. By compressing meals into an 8-10-hour window daily, superagers trigger autophagy, the body's natural process of cleaning out damaged cells, which improves muscle quality and mitochondrial function by up to 10% in just 12 weeks. Isometric contractions. Pushing or pulling against immovable objects like a wall or a locked door with maximum effort for 5 to 10 seconds sends powerful signals to muscle cells to stay strong, all without stressing the joints. Habit 8. Strategic protein timing, when matters more than how much. Most seniors focus on how much protein they eat, but the truth is, when you eat, protein matters just as much, if not more. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who spread their protein intake evenly throughout the day gained more muscle mass than those who ate most of their protein at dinner. Why this works? Your muscles have a protein synthesis window of about 3 to 4 hours after each meal. If you eat all your protein at night, you miss opportunities to build muscle during the rest of the day. Ideal daily protein strategy. Breakfast, 25-30 g of high-quality protein, e.g. eggs, Greek yogurt, smoothies. Lunch, lean meats, fish, dairy, or plant-based proteins like beans and lentils. Dinner, repeat the pattern. Snacks, protein shakes, nuts, cottage cheese. Habit 7. Vitamin D optimization. The muscle vitamin most seniors are missing. Over 80% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D, a nutrient that scientists now call the muscle vitamin. Vitamin D isn't just for bones. It directly activates genes responsible for muscle protein synthesis and growth. In fact, a study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that seniors with optimal vitamin D levels had 25% more muscle strength than those who were deficient. How to optimize your vitamin D. Get 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun exposure daily. Eat vitamin D-rich foods, fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified dairy. Take 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily based on blood test results. Combine with vitamin K2 to avoid arterial calcification. Habit 6. Daily inflammation management. Fighting the silent enemy. Chronic inflammation, often called inflammaging, is one of the biggest drivers of muscle loss in seniors. It creates a constant state of internal damage that breaks down muscle faster than the body can rebuild it. Worse yet, it blocks the signals that stimulate muscle growth after exercise or protein consumption. Anti-inflammatory strategies superagers use. Prioritize sleep. Getting 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep in total darkness reduces inflammatory cytokines by up to 40%. Care for gut health. Eating fiber-rich foods and fermented probiotics keeps gut bacteria balanced, reducing systemic inflammation. Exercise smart. Moderate intensity most days, high-intensity bursts once or twice a week. Take anti-inflammatory supplements, omega-3s, curcumin, green tea, and extra virgin olive oil. Habit 5. Micronutrient mastery. The forgotten nutrients that build muscle. While most nutrition advice focuses on macronutrients like protein and carbs, superagers know that micronutrients are the unsung heroes of muscle health. Deficiencies in magnesium, creatine, methylated B12, zinc, selenium, and chromium can sabotage muscle growth, no matter how much protein you eat or how often you work out. Critical micronutrients for muscle strength. Magnesium, required for over 300 enzymatic reactions in muscle function. Creatine, boosts muscle energy and cognitive performance. Methylcobalamin, B12 supports nerve function and muscle metabolism. Zinc and selenium, essential for protein synthesis and insulin sensitivity. Habit 4. Neuromuscular preservation, keeping your brain connected to your muscles. Muscle loss isn't always about the muscle itself. It's often about the connection between your nerves and muscles breaking down. These connections, called neuromuscular junctions, are like the electrical wires that power your muscles. When they deteriorate, your brain can't communicate effectively with your muscles, no matter how much protein you eat. Strategies to preserve neuromuscular junctions. Coordination training. Activities like dance, tennis, or ping pong strengthen neural pathways to muscles. Neuroprotective compounds. Alpha-lipoic acid, ALC, and certain forms of B1 help protect nerve-muscle connections. Breathing practices. Box breathing, 4 inches, 4 hold, 4 out, can improve neuromuscular activation by up to 15%. Mental engagement. Challenging your brain strengthens shared neural pathways that control muscle function. Habit. Progressive resistance training, the real fountain of youth. We've saved the most powerful habit for last, and it's the one most seniors get wrong. Progressive resistance training. lifting weights in a way that gradually increases in difficulty, is the single most effective anti-aging medicine ever discovered. Harvard researchers call it the closest thing we have to a fountain of youth. And for good reason. The science behind it. Working to momentary muscular failure, the point where you can't do another rep, sends powerful signals to build new muscle. Compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses engage multiple muscle groups and boost hormone production. Eccentric, lowering, phases of exercises create tension that builds strength without damaging joints. Results seen in just 12 weeks. Average gain of 3.3 pounds of muscle. 35% increase in strength. Improved blood sugar control, bone density, and cognitive function. Habit 3. Daily cognitive engagement. Train your brain to keep your body strong. It might surprise you to learn that mental engagement isn't just good for your brain. It's great for your muscles too. Neuroscientists at the University of California recently uncovered a powerful link between cognitive stimulation and muscle function in seniors. Their research revealed that older adults who regularly challenge their brains with complex tasks like learning new skills, playing strategy games, or studying a language maintain significantly better muscle strength than those who didn't. Why this works? Your brain and muscles are connected by intricate neural pathways called neuromuscular junctions. The same ones we talked about in habit number 2. When you engage in mentally stimulating activities, you strengthen these connections, which helps your brain communicate more effectively with your muscles. Think of it like this. If progressive resistance training is the fuel for your muscles, then cognitive engagement is the engine that keeps them firing on all cylinders. A 2023 study published in Nature, Aging followed over 1,500 seniors for 5 years. Those who engaged in daily cognitive challenges, things like puzzles, reading nonfiction, or even learning how to use new technology, showed 22% slower muscle decline compared to peers who didn't. One participant, 79-year-old Eleanor Grant, started taking an online course in digital photography at age 76. Not only did she master photo editing software, but her physical therapist also noticed a surprising improvement in her balance and coordination. "I think my brain started talking to my body again," she joked. Habit 2. Joint mobility and tissue resilience. Move every day like you're meant to. Muscle strength means little if your joints can't support it. That's why superagers don't just focus on building muscle. They also invest heavily in joint mobility and tissue resilience. While most seniors accept stiffness and limited range of motion as normal aging, the strongest seniors know better. They treat their bodies like finely tuned machines, and they keep every gear moving smoothly. The science behind it. As we age, our connective tissues, ligaments, tendons, and fascia become stiffer and less elastic due to changes in collagen structure and hydration. This loss of flexibility increases injury risk, reduces movement efficiency, and accelerates muscle loss. But here's the good news. Mobility is trainable at any age. A 2022 study from Stanford University found that seniors who performed daily mobility routines had 30% greater joint range of motion and 40% fewer falls over 2 years compared to those who didn't. The secret? It's not just stretching. It's strategic movement that restores natural patterns, improves circulation to soft tissues, and enhances neuromuscular control. Real-life example. Meet David Kim, an 81-year-old retired engineer who credits his ability to play doubles tennis twice a week to a simple morning routine he calls the 10-minute reset. Each day, he spends 2 minutes breathing deeply while rotating his spine, 3 minutes doing dynamic hip openers and ankle mobilizations, 3 minutes practicing slow, controlled squats and lunges, 2 minutes foam rolling major muscle groups. After just 3 months, David went from needing a cane to walk downstairs to climbing hills without pain. "I used to think I was just getting old," he said. "Turns out, I was just getting stiff." How to apply it? You don't need a gym or special equipment to maintain joint health. Here's what superagers do daily. Move in all planes of motion, walk backward, sidestep, twist, squat. Don't just move forward all day. Dynamic stretching before workouts. Arm circles, leg swings, torso twists. foam roll, or use a massage ball. Improve blood flow and break up tightness and fascia. Practice yoga or Tai Chi. Gentle, flowing movements that improve flexibility and balance. Use full range of motion during exercise. Don't cut squats short. Go deep within comfort. Hydrate well. Collagen-rich tissues need water to stay supple.